Progress.
That
Hi,
was so
Angel.
loud.
I know, right?
Recording in progress.
So
That was
I'm
chaos.
Angel from When in Manila in the Philippines. I am
Awesome.
a huge fan. So first of all, what was it like playing such an iconic role in Lord of the Rings?
It was really special. I since have shaved the hair on my feet, but I also grew a little bit since the role, so you might not recognize me. But it was really cool. It was a lot of work though, carrying the ring, you know?
A lot of our readers actually asked us to ask you if you get that a lot. Like, how difficult is it to have a name similar to another famous individual?
It was a conscious decision. At the start of like my artist adventure, I was like, am I gonna go with another name? Do I like rebrand? And I was like, Elijah Woods is a pretty great name. Like, thank you, shout out my parents. And he doesn't have social media, so I was like, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be totally cool. And I was like, honestly, if anything, we'll eventually be on SNL together or something, and it'll be hilarious. It'll be like some little bit. But sidebar to that, I tried to get him in a music video and he ghosted me. Just didn't even answer.
Oh,
So sad. I know.
thoughts
So I
on
was like,
that?
I need to get more famous or something. I don't know.
For those who aren't familiar with your music yet, could you introduce your music to them and maybe tell us why they should listen to your songs?
I can try. I mean, you should just listen to my songs because I'm great in Lord of the Rings. But I am Elijah Woods with an S, not Elijah Wood. I have been making music for as long as I can remember, and I really love writing songs that feel really special to me and really authentic to my life. And I recently got married and wrote a lot of songs about that. And I feel like the Philippines loves a good love song. So what's up?
Congratulations on that, by the way, but I'll get to the album later because your music has always had melodies that are perfect for, chilling on the beach. But with Elijah Wood, the songs make me feel extra giddy inside. Like it makes my heart feel at peace.
Oh, that's nice. No, that's a good thing. That's the first I've heard of that. That's really nice to hear. That's exactly how I feel when I'm listening to it. I feel very relaxed.
So, can you tell us about who the album is dedicated to and was inspired by? And congratulations, of course. But yeah, can
Thank
you tell us
you.
about it?
To be specific about a few of the songs, there's a song called Skin and Bones on there. And I wrote that with my wife, actually. It was the first time that we'd sat down and wrote a song together. And it was so cool and special and weird. And it was 3 days before our wedding, actually. I realized I didn't have a song that felt like that chapter of my life. And we sat down in my little Toronto studio and it was kind of done within like an hour, and we just talked about all our feelings and like how we felt in that moment. And then we ended up using that song in our wedding video, which was like so special. I mean, I know that that project was a reflection of that time period of me. I was kind of coming out of a weird sort of haze and had a really really busy year and a really like stressful year, just with some friendship stuff and some relationships that had ended on the personal side, and some stuff on the business side that was really tough. And I think this Elijah Wood chapter was a coming to clarity moment, and it was ultimately coming back to being me for the first time in a long time, which is so nice. And I feel so much more me than I have maybe since I was in the Philippines, to be honest. It was a long time ago. I kind of felt like me. I had a very strange summer outside of like my wedding. It was very, very weird, and like a lot of like weird life events and just something in the universe, something strange. And then I feel like as soon as I put this music out, I was like, whew, okay, I can exhale. I said what I needed to say, and I put things out that felt really true to me. And seeing the reaction has been really, really special. And I feel very seen, which is so nice. It's a nice feeling, and I feel like very connected.
I would say Ultraviolet is like it's a wedding song.
Thank you. That was a really cool one. You know what? Crazy. Haven't even told anybody this. I wrote those chords in the green room of the Manila show. I
Oh,
wrote
you
them
did?
right, yeah, right before we went on stage in Manila. Nuts. I have a voice memo. I can't remember the date, but it was like 13th or something. I can't remember, but I remember it was in the Manila green room, and I was like, oh my God, this is insane. Crazy. I wasn't even gonna bring that up, and I totally forgot about that. But you bring up Ultraviolet, I was like, yeah, I wrote that there. That's why it's so romantic, is because the Philippines are just romantic. It's just like you can't help but be full of love.
Oh, I wish I would still feel that way about Manila. I think when you live someplace for too long, you kind of take it for granted.
Right. I
Yeah.
mean, but like, Filipino people are some of the most loving people on the planet. I would say everybody I met in the Philippines was just so passionate and so excited about music and about life and so giving. Like the Manila show was out of control. Such a cool way where I got into the crowd and I didn't know that I was going to get out of the crowd. Like it was so fun and so like immediate and so exciting. And it was so cool for me to like see people who were just like, I'm going to use a terrible word, but vivacious, like just excited about life and just willing to love. And that's how I felt when I was writing those chords. So that's hopefully what's reflected in Ultraviolet.
It definitely is. Where do you get inspiration for your songs in general?
Life experience, I think I try to write about really personal things. Speaking about those EPs, like the first project, Hey There Elijah, was just like me checking in with myself and just kind of assessing what had happened in the last year and asking questions about like how I was feeling and how I wasn't feeling and all the things that I wanted to be more attentive to. And after I got married, the rest of those songs, being Elijah Wood, really spoke to sort of how I was feeling just romantically and just feeling like settled and at peace and like I really found my person. And I think it's just a reflection of kind of like the time period I'm going through. I think maybe in the last year, I got kind of weirdly protective about figuring out what was in my head before getting it out. And I think something that I really love about the position that I'm in and something I think that I've been able to share with fans and I think fans have liked to hear from me is like being vulnerable right now and being present right now. I think that's something I'm focusing on moving forward. Just being like, hey, like this is how I'm feeling today and this is like the song I wrote today or this is the song I wrote this week rather than being like, here's an album that was a year old or like songs that were written about something that I'm not experiencing anymore. Yeah, that's a long-winded version of it.
So what's your favorite track on Elijah Wood and why?
I don't know. That's a tough one. It's like picking a favorite child. It's like your mom will tell you that it's you, but it's not. It's like it's your sister. You know what I mean?
It changes by the day. My parents told me it changed. There are six of us, so they said it depends on the day. So today, what's your favorite track?
Yeah, today. What's today feel like? Today feels like Say Hello to me. Yesterday was very skin and bones. I had a really, really nice day with my wife and just like a really positive chat. Tomorrow is going to be an ultraviolet day. I can already feel it. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's going to be like cloudy in LA. And I'm like, I need that. But yeah, today I think is a say hello day.
You've got almost 2 million followers on TikTok. So what's your secret to gaining such a huge following? And, yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know why anyone follows me. I just do silly things on the internet. I think my secret is not really a secret. I just like putting my music on there. I'm just happy that people like to listen to it. I write not for TikTok, but I write with TikTok or social media in mind. Just understanding that another dimension of a hit song in today's world, and not that I've had classical hits or anything, but I think another dimension of a hit song is now you have a visual element rather than a music video. It's like you have a 9 by 16 square to tell another story. And I like to think about music as like an all encompassing thing. And for me, I love that. I love having another medium to be like, how do I present this visually, be it 24/7 in the little up and down font thing, or we should stick together and the words add up kind of thing. And I love just thinking about things like that. And that creates like a lot of fun for me. So I think like my brain just works or enjoys that sort of thing. So if you can try to enjoy that, which is kind of a crazy thing to enjoy, then like that would be the secret, I guess.
That's actually a great tip because a lot of artists, they usually say, they're extra careful on social media because they don't want to say something wrong or put a different image out there.
I think that's it. And I've been in a session all day and I'm actually after this, I'm going back to the session. We're just like in the middle of writing a song and it's a great song. And like for the last couple of weeks, I've been so hyper fixated on just having fun making music. Cause like, what else are we doing? You know what I mean? Like if I'm not having fun making music, it's like, why am I doing this? Like, I'll just go get a job at Starbucks. It's like, I want to enjoy this and I want to have fun making music and I want to do it with people that I really, really love. So that would be like my takeaway for social media. And when it doesn't feel good, sometimes you just have to keep showing up and keep doing it until it feels good. But for the most part, just find something you really, really love doing and find something that feels like you and feels like a good reflection of you.
To your concert in Manila in May, how was that experience? Did you get to explore Manila and eat some of our food?
I sat in traffic in Manila because there was a huge rainstorm. I sat in traffic for 4 hours coming from the
Even
airport to my
without the
hotel.
rainstorm, you'd be sitting there for 4 hours.
That was nuts. It was crazy. I'd never experienced anything like that. Like it was absolute gridlock. And I live in Los Angeles now, which is like arguably some of the worst traffic in North America. And it's not even comparable. Like I couldn't even believe the amount of cars. We sat in traffic for 4 hours. I had 4 hours to kill and like to go around Manila and explore. And then we ended up walking around a mall and I got Jollibee. shout out Jollibee, which was honestly fire. I think I had 30 minutes total just to hang out and actually explore Manila. And then we flew out next morning at 5 a.m. So the next time I come back, I've heard incredible things about the Philippines and the beaches down south, which like apparently are amazing. So I would love to explore that a little bit more because I know off time it was such a crazy little schedule. And hopefully the next time we come back, I'll have a little bit more relaxed time.
Hopefully. And when you go to the beaches, like there won't be any traffic. So
Yeah, zero traffic. No, no traffic. No, yeah, I'll just get a helicopter or something. I don't even know what to do.
that's the best way to explore the Philippines. Did you have any memorable fan encounters while you were here that stood out or anything?
Don't tell anybody else this, but like Filipino fans are the best. They're so enthusiastic and stoked and like caring about the lyric that you wrote in verse two at the end of the sentence why the melody went up. It's like that's so exciting. Like I don't even think that seriously about it, but the fact that you do makes me be like, oh, like I care. There were so many of those little moments. I think we did a meet and greet right before the show and I was on vocal rest and everyone lined up in like these like super organized lines. And this one girl came up to me and she had like knit my name into a scarf. And I was like, no one's ever done this for me, including my own grandmother. Like, this is so sweet. And like, you took so much time to like write my name into a scarf. And I was like, that's so incredible. I think like receiving gifts is always like a weird thing, but she was so excited about it and she was so real about her emotions. Like she just wanted to like share that moment with me. And that was really, really special. It was like very present and I'll remember it forever. But I have to talk about the show because like anybody in the Philippines listening to this right now and in Manila listening to this right now, y'all are crazy. Like y'all are insane. I got into the crowd and I kid you not, I said it before. I kid you not, I didn't think I was going to get up. My tour manager had a moment where he was like, I couldn't get to you. There's security on me. They were like elbowing people. I was like, I'm fine, everybody. We're cool. Everyone's grabbing me. There's like somebody's hands in my pants. I was like, we're having a good time. I was like, what's going on here? It was nuts. It was out of control. I got out of it and I had to like go off stage for a second, like get some water. And I was like, oh, that was a lot. But it was so fun. It was a highlight of the tour for me in like a I'm gonna die way.
So if you come back, do you think you'd go back into the crowd?
100%. I'll go. I'm gonna crowd surf next time. Absolutely. I will. I might just wear like a tighter belt. Like there was a lot of hands going in places that were that were maybe not ideal.
So my last question would be, can we expect to see you in the Philippines again sometime soon for another concert? I
I'm just
missed the
gonna.
last one, so
I know where I know. I'm like we got on today. I was like, you weren't even there. How would you know?
I was on a Euro trip, so
Oh, okay. Well, that's a way better excuse. That's a good one at least. I'll give you that. I'm just gonna say yes, and I'm not gonna say when. I'm not gonna say where. I'm gonna say yes.
I'm not gonna say where it's gonna be at the beach.
Yeah, yeah. I will be at the beach. Come see me. We can hang out. I'll do a concert on the beach.
All right. Thank you so much. I really
Awesome. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for the time and lovely meeting you. And hopefully we'll see you in person at the beach.
hopefully I'll get to watch next time. Fingers crossed.
Awesome. Yeah, 100%. Awesome. Thanks again.
Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
What's up, everybody? My name is Elijah Woods. Please check out my new EP, Elijah Wood, everywhere. It's out everywhere.